Hello. Hello, Lower Pre. Good morning. Today is Thursday. Good morning, Ayana. Good morning, Luca. Good morning, Luis. Good morning, Charlotte. Good morning, Frankie. Good morning, Evan. And good morning, Terry. I hope you all had a good morning. How are you? Did you eat well and did you sleep well? I hope you did. Let's start with a good morning song, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning. Oh, how do you do? Good morning to you. Good morning to you. All we're in our places with sunshiny faces. Oh, this is our way to start our new day. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then a Saturday. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Yesterday was Wednesday, Wednesday, Wednesday. Yesterday was Wednesday, all day long. Today is Thursday, Thursday, Thursday. Today is Thursday, all day long. Tomorrow will be Friday, Friday, Friday. Tomorrow will be Friday, all day long. Ooh, that's nice. I can't believe tomorrow's Friday already. It's the weekend. First weekend of June. Silly. What are your plans for the weekend? Do you have anything fun that's gonna happen? Miss you gonna stay home and relaxed as usual. Okay, today we are going to read a book called Harold and the Purple Crayon. That's the book. And it's written by Crockett Johnson. I think it's gonna be a fun book. Don't you think so? Let's start. One evening, after thinking it over for some time, Harold decided to go for a walk in the moonlight. Harold is holding a purple crayon as well. There wasn't any moon, and Harold needed a moon for a walk in the moonlight. So he drew a moon, right? What a nice thing. I like walking at night when there's a moon on the sky. Do you? Have you done that? Maybe you should try sometime with mommy and daddy. And he needed something to walk on. I think he's gonna draw a road or sidewalk. Let's find out. Oh, I think so. He made a long straight path so he wouldn't get lost. And he set off on his walk, taking his big purple crayon with him. So he drew a moon and he drew a walkway. So now he will be able to walk straight. And he brought his purple crayon with him. But he didn't seem to be getting anywhere on the long straight path. So he left the path for a shortcut across the field. and the moon went with him. See, he is drawing more and then he's changing the direction. Where do you think he's going? I wonder. The shortcut led right to where Harold thought a forest ought to be. He didn't want to get lost in the woods, so he made a small, very small forest with just one tree in it. So as he goes, he noticed that he is going to the forest, but he didn't see anything. So he drew a little tree for him to find the way, right? That's fun. It turned out to be an apple tree. The apples would be very tasty, Harold thought, when they got red. So, and then the tree that he was drawing turned out to be an apple tree. And he loved it because he knows that when the apples get red, it's gonna be delicious. So he put a frightening dragon under the tree to guard the apples. It was a terribly frightening dragon because he knew the apples gonna be delicious. He didn't want anybody else to eat it. So he drew a really scary looking dragon to guard the apples from others. Oh, do you think that will work? I hope so. It even frightened Harold. He backed away. His hand holding the purple crayon shook. Ooh, even though he drew it, he got scared and he backed away. And what's happening with his purple crayon? Suddenly, he realized that what was happening. But by then, Harold was over his head in an ocean. He realized that he's in the water, and now he's under the water. What will happen? He came up thinking fast, and in no time, he was climbing aboard a trim little boat. He was very smart. Since he was underwater, he thought of the boat. Then he drew it and he was able to save himself of drowning by drawing the boat, and he get on it. What a smart boy, right? He quickly set sail, and the moon sailed along with him. Since he is in the ocean, and a boat, he need to head somewhere. So he drew a sail, and it will help him go somewhere too, along with the moon. After he had sailed long enough, Harold made land without much trouble. He stepped ashore on the beach, wondering where he was. Because he was on the ocean for a very long time, he wanted to get out. So he drew a land for him to get out of the boat. But he wasn't sure where he was. See, he even drew an anchor. You know what the anchor does, right? Anchor makes the boat stop. The sandy beach reminded Harold of picnics, and the thought of picnics made him hungry, so he laid out a nice simple picnic lunch. Since he was on an island and he hadn't eaten for a long time, he thought that would be a good idea to have a picnic. So he started setting up the picnic lunch. There was nothing but pie, but there were all 9 kinds of pie that Harold liked best. he drew pies, right? He drew pies. He only drew pies because he wanted to eat them. And all 9 of them he drew has different flavor. When Harold finished his picnic, there was quite a lot left. He hated to see so much delicious pie go to waste. Since he wanted all 9 pies, but he can't eat so much, there was so many leftovers. So he didn't want to waste it. So what is he drawing this time? Let's see. So Harold left a very hungry moose and a deserving porcupine to finish it up. And off he went looking for a hill to climb to see where he was. That was nice of Harold to do that, right? He was able to create or draw a hungry moose and porcupine, so they can be able to eat the pie and finish it up for him. So nice, right? He's thinking of the animals as well. Harold knew that the higher up he went, the farther he could see, so he decided to make the hill into a mountain. So he wanted to find out where he was. So he was walking, and then he created a hill and then to the mountain so he can see what's going on. If he went high enough, he thought he could see the window of his bedroom. See, he drew a mountain so he can climb up to see his bedroom. He was tired and he felt he ought to be getting to bed. He hoped he could see his bedroom window from the top of the mountain. The reason he was drawing the mountain is because he's getting so tired and sleepy. He wanted to go to bed in his bedroom. That's why he made a mountain so he can climb up to find if there's a window for his bedroom. Do you think he might find it? But as he looked down over the other side, he slipped. Oh no! And there wasn't any other side of the mountain. He was falling in thin air. Oh no, he was on the top of the mountain and he got curious and looked down and he lost the balance and he fell. Oh no, what's happening? But luckily he kept his wit and his purple crayon. He made a balloon and he grabbed onto it. Ooh, he's smart, right? Because there was nothing to hold on to. With his purple crayon, he drew a balloon so he can catch it and he can float in the air. Smart. And he made a basket under the balloon big enough to stand in. He had a fine view from the balloon, but he couldn't see his window. He couldn't even see a house. See, as soon as he held on to the balloon, he drew it to be a hot air balloon. So, drawing a basket so he can be inside of it, right? Instead of hanging, he can stand on the basket. So he made a house with windows, and he landed the balloon on the grass in the front yard. He was looking for the house, but he couldn't find it. So he drew it and he safely landed it in front of the house. Nice. I think he might be home. I don't know. Let's find out. None of the windows was his window. He tried to think where his window ought to be. Oh no, even though he drew a house with lots of windows, it wasn't his window. Do you think he might find it? He made some more windows. He made a big building full of windows. Because he is tired and want to go home, he drew lots of windows, hoping one of them can be his. He made lots of buildings full of windows. He made a whole city full of windows. Look at that. Because he was looking for the window for his house, he ended up building a city. Tall buildings, short buildings with lots of windows. Do you think he found it? I don't know. But none of the windows was his window. He couldn't think where it might be. Oh no, even though it has so many windows, none of them was his. Oh, where could it be? He decided to ask a policeman. The policeman pointed the way Harold was going on anyway, but Harold thanked him. So he met a policeman, and then policeman pointed to the direction that Harold was going anyway. But what a polite Harold is, he still said thank you to him. And he walked along with the moon, wishing he was in his room and in bed. Then suddenly Harold remembered. So Harold continued on to the direction the policeman directed to, and the moon still followed him. And what happened? He remembered where his bedroom window was when there was a moon. It was always right around the moon. He knew that every time he looked out the window, there was a moon. So he remembered. So now he has a window and he found his room. And then Harold made his bed. He got in it and he drew up the covers. See, now he found his room. He made the bed. And he was able to cover himself with a blanket. The purple crayon dropped on the floor, and Harold dropped off to sleep. So finally he was able to go to bed because he found a window that you can see the moon out of, and he found a bed where he can sleep on. And he fell asleep soon. That's a great story, right? What fun is that? I wish I had a purple crayon, right? Whenever you want something, you can draw it and you will be able to get it, right? I think crayon is the best tool to show your imagination and your wishes, right? Whenever you have time, keep drawing. It will make it fun for you and entertaining for you. Okay? Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Happy Thursday. Bye-bye.